Hey, it's your friend Choice CJ here, and I am back with episode number 2 of my Tales of Symphonia playthrough. If you haven't gone and checked out episode 1, please make sure you go and do so. I'll leave a link to it down in the description so you can watch through that before you get started into this. There's not really any spoilers, I would say, but it's just kind of an intro to the game and to the series. So let's just go ahead and keep marching around here. So if you didn't watch the last one, let's fight this enemy here because why not? We are... Oh, I'm a little low on health, and so is Colette there. Yeah, let's try and cure her. There we go. Sorry, I needed to focus on that for a second. We got to this temple. We are traveling around with our friend Colette, who is the chosen of her generation. She's going to go on a journey to restore the mana in the world because it's been lost, or it's been diminishing, and it's led to things like droughts and lack of food and stuff like that. Cool, and we just earned a level. So as we gain levels in this game, we are going to be learning new attacks and things like that. Should come up here in just a second. I'm pretty sure anyway. That's fine. If it doesn't come up, yeah, there we go. So we get Sonic Thrust, which is kind of just a good generic attacking move, a good way to end off combos. And you can see, okay, it's there we go. And it pushes the enemy back a little bit, which can sometimes be nice. But yeah, it's the beginning of the game. We met up with our buddy Genus and this mercenary Kratos, or Kratos. I'm not sure how they pronounce it in this game, but it's not too important. Alright, so let's, okay, we'll fight that guy too. So, as we're going through this, I do want to ask you guys another question of the day. Let me back up for a second here. Oh, I got healed, I'm fine. And that question is, what is your favorite video game of all time? I know it's kind of a broad and generic question, but, I feel like it's a good way to start off this series. This Tales game that I'm playing through here, Tales of Symphonia, is one of my favorite games, but I don't think it's my absolute favorite. If I had to pick, I think I would go with Final Fantasy X. It's just because that game just really, I don't know, I hadn't played any game like it before then. Look, there's something glowing. Wow, let's go see it. Look, there's something over there. And Final Fantasy X just really... Oh, there's a big enemy that we're gonna have to fight. It was just, I don't know, it took like the classic Final Fantasy formula and just really perfected it. And I don't think Final Fantasy has really been able to recapture the magic of Final Fantasy X ever since then. Like, they've had several of the MMOs that just have kind of been flops, in my opinion. It's just tough because how are you going to be expected to compete with something like WoW? Oh yeah, this is one of the little puzzle mechanics. You have these blocks and you have to fill it in. And then in order to get more blocks, you have to beat this enemy multiple times. Like 12 was like kind of hit or miss. It was fun, but like it was just very different. 13 is also pretty controversial because the characters are kind of annoying, depending upon who you ask. And so just 10 was so good. The characters, the story, the fighting, the leveling. I can play through that game over and over and over. And I know they have like several remastered editions, but I played like the original on PlayStation 2, and I haven't stopped playing it. I was actually just like 2 months ago playing through it again. It's just so much fun. Okay, let's see, what do we want to do here? So we have to go up and get that ring. So I think the right thing to do is to try and push it through this top hole here. Yeah, and I think like the PlayStation 2 is like my favorite console of all time, just because it had so many good games. Oh yeah, we can sit on this thing, and I think it heals our health. It does, yeah. Or maybe it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't. I got confused there. Okay, so we need one more block, so let's go up here and kill another golem. But yeah, I also I like these Tales games. Let's see if we can heal ourselves here. Yeah, there we go. I'm also a big fan of Dark Cloud 2, which is another sort of JRPG for the PlayStation 2. If you haven't played through that, I highly recommend it. They haven't remastered it or anything, probably your best way to get it these days is going to be to get a ROM for it. And if you guys want any help with that, just let me know. I can help out. But yeah, I'd be really curious to see what type of games you guys like to play. Obviously, Pokemon is, you know, very high on my list. But, you know, I mean, they are timeless, but I don't think Pokemon is timeless in the same way that Final Fantasy is timeless. Because, like, Pokemon, it's like, you know, you can do the extra battling, and there's all the community and things like that. You can do, you know, completing the Pokedex, you can do shiny hunting, and all the things are great, but at the end of the day, it's, like, fairly repetitive. And, like, the things that I like about Pokemon are, like, the competitive aspects, and also, like, the community, and being able to make friends, and things like that. Whereas these games, like, I just love, like, I love the single-player RPGs, especially the JRPGs. They're just really addicting for me, personally. And, you know, there's so many that I haven't played that I really want to play. Like, some of the what's it called? Like, there's plenty of other Final Fantasy games that I want to play. I was actually really lucky to go to PAX East this year. I was able to pick up a bunch of the classic PS1 copies. So I have, like, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy, like, 1 and 2, Final Fantasy 3, and, what is it? It's right around here somewhere. It's the Xenoblade? Or something like that. I'll tell you guys in the other episode what it's called. Or do I have it right here? Hang on a sec. We're doing this live. We're not going to edit this. Chrono Trigger. Yeah, okay, so I wasn't even close. Chrono Trigger is supposed to be another classic for PlayStation 1 that I'm looking forward to playing through. Maybe if this series gets well received, I will try and play through that. Okay, there should be another... No, is there not another golem here? Crap. I might have to do a little cheeky thing and reboot, because I don't want to miss out on these treasures, because there's stuff on either side that I can get to. Let's go back down and see if this works. Okay, yeah, okay, good. I didn't have to reboot. Another thing for me, I'm, like, very much a completionist. I hate missing out on, like, the little, you know, all the little treasures and all the little side quests and things like that. Games really frustrate me when you don't have the chance to go back and get things. That's why I liked, you know, stuff like Fallout, because you have, you know, it's like a completionist stream. Like, you can go and you can look for every little bobblehead and every little treasure chest and all the little collectibles and things like that. That was very fun. Fallout 4 was a blast for me. I know that that's also kind of like not a controversial game, but some people were, like, a little bit disappointed with how it turned out, because they felt like, you know, the quests didn't really have anything to do with each other. They're, like, all sort of repetitive at the end of the day.
Don't let up.
But, you know, I just love being able to, like, complete all the quests and you know, get all the weapons and customize them, do those sorts of things. So that was a game that I really enjoyed. I easily put 120 hours into that game. And there's some more DLC coming out, I think at the end of this month, that I'll want to play. So if any of you guys are all fans of Fallout 4, hit me up. It's pretty great. Alright, life bottle. Excellent. Well worth the effort. Yeah, and then, like, other games I'm trying to play. I mean, I'll do like a question of the day for another episode, kind of on this topic, but another game that, like, is sort of similar to Fallout, but, like, a different genre that I'm really looking forward to is Witcher 3. I know it's been out for, like, a year or, like, 9 months or so, but I just haven't had the time to really play it. I played it a little bit the other day just to, like, get a feel for it. And the combat's, like, really engaging. It's, like simple, but, like, also it's like an easy to learn but difficult to master sort of principle, which I think is really hard to achieve in a lot of games. Oh, I need to do one more. Let's go kill this guy again. And I just love, you know, okay, let's go on these quests and do all these other things. Probably gonna get first aid here in a second from Kratos. Yeah, no I didn't. Took a little bit of damage there. But yeah, that game, it's kind of the same thing. You know, you do all these quests, you like, can meet all these people, become affiliated with these different factions and stuff like that. You know, it's just the fantasy flavor instead of the sort of post-apocalyptic flavor. So yeah, I'll do another question of the day talking about, you know, what games do you want to play, like, not even necessarily like what games are you looking forward to that are coming out in the future. More of just like, you know, what games are out there, whether they're classics or they're indie games, they're kind of niche games. Like, what are you looking forward to playing? Because there's a list that could go on and on and on for me, and I'll definitely share that with you guys in the future. Alright, so anyway, we're probably pretty close to being done with this temple here. We gotta finish off a couple of enemies. There's a few spots here that I know of where we can get some extra loot. Nothing too amazing. Also, if you notice, Lloyd is still fighting with wooden swords, which is pretty funny. The only thing that kind of like grinds my gears about this game and the other Tales games is that everybody is like so young. Like, the games themselves aren't like necessarily geared towards a younger audience. Like, they're fairly mature. There's like, you know, lots of people who die, and there's like a good bit of like death and things like that. Let's do this skit real quick. Everybody okay? Yeah, but why are there so many monsters in the temple? This is part of the Chosen's trial. Weren't you aware of that when you decided to join her? Kratos always being the stick in the mud. Of course I knew that. And Kalei goes, oh, I'm sorry. It's my fault you're here. Don't worry about it. It's for the sake of bringing peace to the world. Dwarven vow number 1, right? I told you to stop bringing those up. Which is really funny because Lloyd is like the one who's always bringing those things up. I think one of these is a mimic, but I'm not sure. No, none of them are a mimic. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to do that just to get the little bit of gold and the life bottle and things like that. Let's, don't want to fight him just because I'm impatient. Was there any other... Okay, we have to fight this thing real quick. I guess we could run if we really wanted to, but it's not like it's hard. Let's keep going. But yeah, now that we have the Sorcerer's Ring, we should be able to proceed with the temple here, and we'll have a little cutscene at the end of that. Okay, got everything we needed. We don't need any more of those. Let's just come down here and save real quick. This is one of those games where there's no checkpoints or anything, so you could very easily, you know, get kind of carried away. So I'm getting confused about which way to go. You can get carried away with, you know, make a lot of progress and not realize that you haven't saved in a while. Get caught off guard by a boss or something, and then you have to go back, you know, like an hour or more. So it's just a good habit to save whenever you get the chance. There's no reason not to. And it seems like it also doesn't take very long on this PC version. And this game did come out like 12 years ago, so it shouldn't be all that technologically strenuous for my PC. What's funny is that it actually has like a lower frame rate than it did on GameCube. The GameCube was so smooth. And it was the same on the PS3 version. The PS3 version was like really choppy. Like, this at least isn't as bad as that. It's just, you know, kind of frustrating. I don't think that I can get anything this way. Also, you can hit these guys with the Sorcerer's Ring and just like stroll by them, which is really nice. But yeah, so now I need to go this way. There's this big thing here. It's sealed. The Sorcerer's Ring can probably open it. That's why we went and got this thing. There we go. Alright, so as I said, we'll go through this. Oh, is this all the Sorcerer's Ring does? You get bored so easily. Yeah, we'll go through here, and we'll trigger a little cutscene, and I'll try and sort of stay quiet through it, so you guys can enjoy the story.
This appears to be the top floor.
Yes, that's the altar.
Then that shining thing there must be the Crucius crystal.
That's right. They say I was born with that in my hand.
Look at that light!
What is that?
An angel, I would assume.
So, is that Colette's real father?
I am Remiel. I am an angel of judgment. The time has come to awaken the goddess Martel, who sleeps at the center of the world.
Awaken the goddess Martel? It's just like the legend Rain told us about.
From this moment, Colette becomes the chosen of regeneration. We of Crucius bless this event, and hereby bestow the Tower of Salvation upon Silverant.
Yeah, so there's lots of angels in this game, as you guys will see. But let's quickly take a look at this Tower of Salvation. When they do it like that, it doesn't necessarily seem all that high, but it supposedly like goes all the way to the heavens
So
or something like that.
Tower of Salvation.
Now the world will be saved!
Colette, the chosen of regeneration.
I humbly accept this task.
Very good. We of Crucius shall grant you the power of the angels with each seal you unlock. Once you are reborn as an angel, this eroded world shall be regenerated.
Thank you. I swear on my life I will regenerate the world.
First, head south to the Seal of Fire. Offer your prayers in that distant land.
Yes, Lord Remiel. Oh, wait! Please wait! I have a question I wish to ask of you. Are you really my
First, head to the Seal of Fire. Understood, my beloved daughter Colette?
Father? So you really are my true father?
We shall meet again at the next seal, my daughter.
Alright, so, a lot of heavy stuff there. Angel came down, gave a Crucius Crystal to Colette. As we go to these different seals, it's going to be granting her different powers and things like that. I don't think there's anything that we can do in this room. I think we just need to think about heading down. Yeah, and then Colette's dad is an angel. So she does have like a father and a grandmother that take care of her here, but you know, she's, I guess, basically descended by the angels, and that's why she's the chosen of regeneration. You've received the oracle now, then let us leave now, chosen. Oh yes, we're going on ahead. So we'll do this, and I'm not quite ready to call it an episode, so we'll continue until we get to another good stopping point. She asks, please stop at my house later. And we're just chilling with our buddy Genus. The rumor was true. What rumor? That Colette is the daughter of an angel and not really related to her current father. Yeah, so pretty much just what I was talking about. Even if you're not related by blood, family is family. At least that's what I think. Genus goes, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Lloyd has all these sort of like principles and things like that. But you know, that's kind of what's fun about games like this, is you've got these characters, you know, they do have these principles, and it's not that they are like flawed in any way, but just creates sort of these, it's what creates the interesting scenarios, the interesting dilemmas in the game. Anyway, we bump into Rain, our professor, so let's see what she has to say. Professor? What are you two doing here? You're supposed to be studying in class. Uh-oh. And this is kind of where like the weird Japanese RPG element comes in. We have to sit here and actually watch this. You're next, Lloyd. Are you ready? She has a slightly different tactic for him, though. Wait, no, don't stop. Boom. That's JRPGs for you. Now, you two, if you've learned your lesson, go back home. There'll be no class for the rest of the day. Yeah, so what was Rain doing this whole time while we were out here protecting the Chosen? That's kind of what I want to know. She said, oh, I've received permission for Aedra to study the temple a little while longer. It's not often that ordinary citizens have the opportunity to enter this place. So, yes, Rain is sort of a... I wouldn't quite call her like a bookworm, but she's definitely gets extremely excited about these sort of like ancient ruins and all the lore and everything associated with these places. I might get to the point where I don't... I'll probably still play through all of these, but I don't know if I'll narrate them. Let me know what you guys think, if you want me to sort of read these out loud, or if you want me to talk over them, or if you want me to not say anything as they're coming up. They're talking about how inconvenient it would be to be an angel. Yeah, because he has a good point. Like, what do you do if you're an angel and you have these wings? What do you do? They are not so convenient, after all. Very pragmatic, Lloyd Irving. That's just how he is. Mwahahaha. You can hear Rain in the background, kind of. What was that? Genus is like embarrassed to admit. You're better off not knowing. Just embarrassed to admit that her sister is kind of a psycho. But like a psycho in a good way. Alright, so we'll come out of here, we'll go back into the town. It's not going to take all too long. We'll watch this little skit here. What's Colette going to do now? The angel told her to release the seals. Then she'll become an angel. So Colette's going to leave the village. Genus is very sad about that. Alright, we can skillfully dodge all these enemies here. There comes a point, like in each region, where you get the ability to make the enemies not engage you, which is pretty convenient, I would say. Let's do a quick save here. I forget where we're supposed to go now. I think we go to Colette's house, which is this way. There's all these people out and about. They just say kind of goofy things. I think this is her house, yeah. Pretty sure. Yep, here it is.
Then we shall entrust the protection of the Chosen to Kratos and Rain.
I have no objections.
Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Oh, you're back. Thank you for your assistance earlier. Please accept this small thanks.
Cool, we got the collector's book.
Thank you.
Thanks, Phaedra. Say, were you talking about the world regeneration journey just now?
Yes.
Wow, I want to go too. I want to see Colette regenerate the world.
If Rain is going, I want to go too.
No, you'll get in the way.
What?
The battles at the chapel were nothing compared to the journey that awaits us. Children need to stay home.
Kratos is absolutely right. Now then, we still have things to discuss. You two should go on home.
Aw, so I'm getting
wait.
rejected. Children should stay at home. And Colette, typical clumsy Colette.
I'm sorry.
It's not like it's your fault.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Listen. Never mind.
Oh yeah! Happy birthday, Colette! I baked you some cookies. If I knew you'd be leaving tomorrow, I would have made something a little more special, but...
No, I love your cookies. Thank you very much.
So what about you, Lloyd? You promised to make her a necklace, right? Don't tell me you forgot.
It's almost done. I'll give it to you tomorrow before you leave. I swear.
Really, I'm so happy. As soon as I find out when we're leaving, I'll go to your house to let you know.
Isn't it going to be dangerous?
I'm the Chosen, remember? I'll be fine. See you later then.
Alright, so... typical scatterbrained Lloyd.
Liar.
If I start on it now, I'll finish it in time.
Oh, really? Well, whatever. By the way, you're going home now, right? Can I go part of the way with you?
Sure, but where are you going to go?
I'm going to see a friend.
Huh? I didn't know you had friends outside the village besides me.
Does it matter? Anyway, can we swing by my house so I can get my stuff?
Alright, so... yeah, Lloyd, if it gets rejected, said no, you can't come on the journey. He also completely forgot to get a birthday present for Colette, because he's just kind of a goofy guy. That was just go to Genus's house and grab some snacks and things. I don't know what you need, but make it quick. It won't take long, come on in. Yeah, he's getting like some sandwiches and stuff. We'll see what exactly this is all for in a little bit. But this is also kind of the introduction to the cooking mechanic. I've never quite understood like the usefulness of cooking. You can make sandwiches and stuff. No, I don't need to hear an explanation about cooking. Either like after battles or outside of battles to like regain a little bit of HP and stuff. And it is useful, certainly. But it's like sometimes it doesn't, like, recipes don't work. Like sometimes you're not able to actually make the dish that you're preparing. No, I can always come back for that. So I guess they're useful, but I've just never really needed it all that much. I guess the more that you cook, you can like improve your cooking skills, and so it's like more reliable, like whether you're gonna succeed in a dish or not. Alright, let's see what he has to say next. Hey, what do you mean, only? So, I think that's everything that we need from the town here. So now we can head out this way. Talk to these guards. Lloyd, do something about this thing. What? Your pet, this creature. Noish. Lloyd has like this kind of funny dog thing. Hey, how many times have I told you not to enter the village? And it doesn't really have anything to do with the plot, but it's always cool to have like an animal companion. Oh, that reminds me, Lloyd. The mayor wanted me to ask you a question. From the mayor? What is it? It's about the Northwest Forest that you go through. You know there's a human ranch on the way through, right? You haven't been playing near the ranch, have you? Of course not. Right, Genus? Yeah, of course not. Really? If so, that's fine. But that weird animal... How many times do I have to tell you that Noish is a dog? Sorry, he just doesn't look like a dog. Anyway, make sure he doesn't go near the ranch either. We can go now, right? Let's go, Lloyd. Be careful, you two. Feel free to interpret that interaction as you wish. But we are going to race on through. And now that we've finished that, we'll be going in this direction in just a moment, up to this forest that you can see here. And you can kind of see there's a little thing at the top there. That's the human ranch. It will be going to that very shortly. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and cut the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Episode 3 will be going up in the next couple of days. Please just make sure to tune back for that episode. Make sure to sub to my channel so that way you stay up to date on all of these episodes, and you can also check other gaming and Pokemon content. So until the next time, I will see you guys later.